Okay, so I'm gonna be installing MAME, and what MAME is, pretty much in a nutshell, it's like it's a hardware emulator for arcades. So it pretty much it emulates the older chipsets of the older, like this vintage era, you know, the 80s, 90s, you know, of arcade machines, which is great because at least for people like me who pretty much grew up in, you know, in arcades back in the 90s, playing Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and Neo Geo, the MVS systems, you know, like oh, what's it called, like Samurai Showdown and AM2, which is Sega, like Daytona USA and Virtual Fighter and stuff like that. So if you're into that sort of thing, then definitely you're probably gonna be installing MAME. So there's MAME in your repos, right? But the one in there, it's cool, but I didn't really care for it too much. There are some features this other one that I like has, so I'm gonna be installing that one today, and it's called I believe it's called QMC2. So they have this little download page right here, and pretty much it's a repo. You got to add a PPA, and they have all these distributions supported. You know, it's all cross-platform, and that's what MAME is. MAME is cross-platform, and not only that, it's really a command line tool or application. And what these little things are basically a front end. You know, it's a graphical front end for you to use MAME. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and install it here. I think this is the line right here. Yeah, here it is. So down here, I'm gonna grab this and copy it. Open my terminal. I'm gonna put it on top. It's really easy to install. You know, if you know how to copy and paste, you can do this. Enter my password. Alright. Sudo apt-get update. Enter. Copy this line. Instead of right-clicking and pasting, I believe you can just middle click. Let me try it right now. Yeah, there you go. Middle click does it too. Yes. Enter. And there it goes. Now, as far as the legality of this, I'm not really too sure what to say about it because a lot of this stuff is actually abandonware. A lot of these companies are not really in business anymore, but then again, a lot of them are too. And you know, if you're gonna be downloading these ROMs, oh, and that's another thing I talk about. ROMs are actually the game. So you can be downloading these games, you know, don't be reselling them or you know, hooking people up, I guess. You know, just keep it to yourself, I guess. You know, that's all I can really say about that. You're not really supposed to download it unless you actually own the physical machine or game, but, well, whatever. Anyways, let me close that off. A few places to go is probably ROM Nation. That's another one. That's one right here. You can, if you just want to download an individual game, it'll give you a warning saying that if you don't own this game, I think you have to delete it within 24 hours or something. If you're looking for snapshots, like for a video game, like screenshots, you can come here. This will kind of help you like dress it up a bit, I guess. Right? So anyways, first thing to do, well, at least for me, is just to open up the terminal and just type MAME just to see if it actually installed. There it is. So that works. Alright, so let's launch the QMC, I think it's called. Games. Here it is. Alright, it wants to know where the MAME executable is at, you know, what the program itself, the command line. So we're going to browse for it. It's in your file system. It's in user, USR, games, and right here, MAME. See it? Press open. Now it wants to know the path to the ROMs, right? So here's my ROMs and here's my snapshots right here. So let me just, I'm going to drag this into my MAME folder. Should be in your home folder. Oh geez. Sorry. so laggy with the screen recorder. It's in your .mame. Hit enter. I'm just gonna move these into here. There we go. ROM path. It's in my .mame. There it is right here. ROMs. Click on it once. Hit open. And sample path. I can't remember what that's for. I think it's just for like sample games or something. I don't remember what it is. But you don't really need to use that now. So click OK. There it goes. Took a while. And I don't know if you can see this down here. It's actually updating the I guess the game list or roster or what do you want to call it. It's going through all my ROMs. It's verifying whether they're useful or not, or they actually work or not. It takes about a minute or so. It depends on how much you have. If you only have a few, it's only take a couple seconds. But if you have a couple gigabytes or maybe 20 gigabytes, it's gonna take a while. But anyways, maybe I should pause it or not. Well, it's almost done. There's other different versions of this. Like I said, this is the front end. Let's say if you're the type of person who wants to actually build an actual arcade machine or restore one, there's other front ends for that, where instead of using a keyboard and mouse and a game controller, you can modify it to use like a button and a joystick to go through your menus and previews, and you can even add music and sound effects and stuff like that. One for Linux is called Walkade, and there's some other open source projects out there as well, but right now Walkade seems to be the actual one that's useful for me at least. But anyways, so here's all the games, all my games at least. Now as you can see, there's no preview, there's no snapshot of each game. So if you want to do that, I believe it's the little wrench right here, and files and directories, and where it says preview directory, click on this. It's in my .mame again. Snapshots. See, here they are right here. So just click it once, like right here. Click open. Click OK. Now it's gonna. There they are. Now here's all your little game snapshots. You can full screen it too if you wanted to. You can slide this over, make it bigger, or slide it down. There you go. Alright, and also I believe it connects to the internet. See, these are for other stuff. These are for other snapshots like marquees and controller pictures and stuff. That's if you want to go that far. Here it goes. So right here it actually connects to the internet, and it tells you like information about it. So this is what I liked about this particular program. The one in the repos doesn't have this, but this one has it. So it's pretty cool. If you're into like the whole I guess history of it, I guess, or just wanting to know who made the game or whatever. Anyways, let me just try running a game. So if you want to run a game, you can, let me search for one. Let's see, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, this is a good one right here. Dudon? Or Dudon Pachi? You can click on it, then click, I think, or right click and play. There it goes. And to add quarters, it's 5 and 6. So 5 is 1 player, 6 is player 2. And it's booting up basically. Those are my quarters. And 1 and 2 is player 1 and player 2. That's the start button. And basically your arrow keys are your directional keys on your joystick, I guess. And Alt, Shift, Z, Control, X, and spacebar are usually buttons. Anyways, that's pretty much it, really. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. There's really more to this, but this is basically getting you like started. You know what I mean? So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I guess have fun.